Welcome back to another Alliance War. For Loki, we're currently rank 7 going into this 10th war of Season 5, and we're going up against an alliance that I have no clue how to pronounce their name, so I'm just going to refer to them as Spidey. And the reason why I'm doing that is because the first 3 fights for me are 3 different types of Spider-Man. So I'm going to go ahead and pop on a 15% health boost and a 10% champion boost, boosting a little bit light this war, because my first fight is only a rank 3 champion. And as a result of that, I also left Blade at home. I feel like I don't need the poise charges that he'll give Spidey. And normally that's why I bring him, is just for the poise on this first fight here. And some other fights occasionally as well. It's nice to have those poise to start things out. But especially this first fight with Aggression, Fury, Enhanced Special 1, Limber, you wanna try to end the fight as quick as possible. But since it's only a rank 3, we're going in without Blade, and we're just boosting a little bit light this war. So I'm going to build up a few poise charges, and the goal here is to stop just short of giving him a special 1. And then I want to do a 5-hit combo. Maybe I can get lucky and push him to a special 2, especially if I hit him with a level 1 stun of my own. Problem is, because of Limber, I didn't feel comfortable dashing in after the special 1 that you're going to see here. The next thing I want to point out is he loads up. I dash back after this, and he loads up a heavy attack. And even though I dash back, it's still connected. And that is that short dash back distance of Stark Spidey. I really hate it. You can see I took a lot of hits here. I'm actually healing a decent amount of this back from willpower. But this fight was not going that well for me. At this point, I'm just waiting for the evasion to fall off of him, hit him with a special to finish out the fight. Man, for a fight that was supposed to be easy, that was actually pretty difficult. Alright, now we have a 455 Science Champion on this Bane stun immunity. And this is going to be a Miles Morales. I've seen Miles Morales on this node in the past before. It's decent placement. You're going to see here, I get a few evade charges off him, so I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to get Bane on him, and then as Bane starts to wind down, and as I try to get Bane back on him, he evades the exact attack that would have transferred Bane back over to him. So now I am taking some Bane damage. Fortunately, Miles Morales, he doesn't have the largest of health pools, so the Bane damage, it hurt. It definitely hurt, but not quite as much as some other champions. So that's really all the damage that I take in this fight, and Miles Morales is going to go down in just a second. There we go. Alright, I'm sure some of you are curious why there's a green glow around my void, if you notice that. So I'll just talk about that for just a second here. That just happens when you use a Sig Stone on a champion when they're already in Alliance War. So I popped a Sig Stone after Void was already in here. We were kind of just testing it out, and I don't think he actually gains the power from that Sig Stone. We kind of looked around and noticed that certain areas it said that he was that 1 Sig higher, in certain areas he wasn't. Anyway, Buffet node, node 24, Buffet, Limber, Recovery. This fight's going to be a little bit long and drawn out. I don't really want to throw my special 1, because it's a very high chance he's going to evade it. Even if I, got a parry stun, there's not much time in there. You could land heavy attacks to kind of take down his AI and then hit him with a special 1, but it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's not worth it. I'm just going to hold on to my special the entire fight here. Now, you notice the debuffs that I get, I'm not getting lucky. I'm not getting a Petrify debuff, so that is what is going to extend this fight. I deal, nearly no damage up until I get that first Petrify, which I still don't have at the moment, just because he's healing back every time I gain Dexterity. I'm gaining Dexterity quite a bit this fight. I am backed up against the wall a little bit too. I really don't want to be so far backed up against the wall. So go ahead and pop my special 3 just to push him back a bit. Right before I activated my special 3 here, I got my 4th debuff, which was not Petrify once again. So still, this damage really not doing a whole lot, basically. I'm starting to reduce the amount that he's healing from Despair, but that's about it. So once this next debuff applies in a few seconds here, it has to be Petrify at this point. And you can see this fight's already, a minute and a half in. I've done next to nothing, but now that I have this Petrify, he's finally going to start really dropping decently quickly. He doesn't have the largest of health pools to work with, and now that he's not getting healed up, yeah, he's starting to drop pretty good. Fear of the Void activates, so as soon as I get the next debuff up too, he's going to be healing even less, going further into the negative healings there. Didn't get Petrify once again, but at this point it doesn't matter since I have that Fear of the Void canceling out the healing. All of that degen damage from any debuff that it gets applied is good enough. And there we go. Stark Spidey is down. The first, all three of them Spideys go down. Next up, we have ourselves a Magic Mini-Boss. 565 Magic Mini-Boss. I was a little bit worried about fighting this this Magic Mini. Worried enough that I actually back out of this fight. And I wait until I have 5 out of 5 energy again. This way I can re-boost up and finish out my path. Because I wanted to boost up a little bit bigger than what I threw on initially. And it's been so long since I fought a magic on a node like this, on a mini-boss node, and I really wasn't sure how powerful she'd be. And I kind of check my overflow stash, see what my boost situation is like. I see that I do have 3 of these 30% champion boosts left over. And this is, there are 3 wars left in the season, including this one that we're in, since this is war number 10. So I'm thinking, okay, I could use a 30% champion boost here. But you see me kind of clicking around. I'm looking at the variant difficulty for a second there, and I'm thinking, well, I could probably, save more resources overall if I use one of those 30% champion boosts in the variant difficulty. And I get a little bit greedy, and I don't pop a 30% here. Those boosts, once again, if you haven't heard me say it in other videos, they came from a deal that Kabam offered for 850 units. You got 3 of each of the big boy boosts, and you could get that offer 3 times, which I did get all 3 times, just because I was low on boosts at the time, and I figured, you know what? I don't pop the big boy boost all that much. This season has been more than others, just because I did get that package, and a couple of them did go in the overflow. But this will set me up for like the next couple of seasons where I won't have to worry about boosts. I'll be good on them. Go ahead and pop a combat regen here just to nullify some of that. Or recover from a little bit of that limbo damage that I am inevitably going to be taking. You can see the limbo starts ticking right there for about 750. So, it is a decent chunk of damage. I do have some masteries that will reduce that a bit as we apply some more debuffs here, but it really doesn't reduce it all that much. So I'm just hoping to kind of stall the fight. I don't really want to attack into Magic too much, because I don't really want her gaining lots of power. So at this point, the longer I could stall this out, the better. So she gains Limbo again right there, and actually it's dealing more this time since I don't have, or I didn't have Resonate applied. It's taking for a little over 800 that time. And yeah, I'm really just trying to stall things out. I need to not get backed up against the wall, because if she does a heavy attack against the wall, that could put me in some trouble. So I'm avoiding that, but otherwise, yeah, we're really just trying to stall things as much as possible here. Eventually, I'm like, okay, you know what? Fear the Void's going. I got to get another debuff up. I get Petrify up, which Petrify plus Fear the Void, it actually reverses a little bit of what she would have gained back from Limbo. So that was a pretty cool way to end it. Didn't take too much damage overall that fight, so I'm happy with my decision to not boost big. And I'm at 84% here. Still have that 15% regen boost on. Oh yeah, that's right, the Killmonger synergy is also another factor as into why I didn't boost big. I figured I'd also be healing back a little bit from the Killmonger synergy, which I did. Basically that fight against magic, I gained 7% health back. It's really not that much. I get questioned all the time why I'm not bringing Killmonger more and why I'm bringing Blade over Killmonger. You don't apply that many debuffs in these fights. Gaining at like a maximum of like 10% of your base health, not even your boosted health, 10% of your base health. We're talking like 3,600 health per fight at most. It's just, it just doesn't matter. I'd rather use potions and have a safer fight with Stark Spidey, unless I'm in a war like this where I felt confident to leave him at home. But alright, that Killmonger synergy and that heal boost combined allow me to end this fight with a full yellow bar. which I was pretty happy about since I didn't have to use a potion before then from the magic fight still. All right, moving on though, we have a 6-star mutant champion, which is Cable, and I no longer have the the regen boost active, but still got a little bit of that healing from the Killmonger synergy. Cable here, I actually prefer fighting Cables that are awakened, just so I could reverse that power gain a bit. But it doesn't really matter. Just bait out special 1s, special 2s. I kind of prefer baiting his special 1s, just because I feel like it's easier to get an opening after the special 1. The special 2, I never try to punish the special 2. I feel like I get parried every time, so I would never do it unless I was like right up against the wall as he was popping the special 2, and then might have enough time to recover and get in there. But the special 1s, yeah, you could as long as you evade the second half, you're good to go back in. Just slinging these special 1s all day, trying to end this fight with a full yellow bar like I did the previous fight, but he's about to melt. Arc Overload's going. I've got Fear of the Void plus Petrifies, and yeah. Didn't end with a full yellow bar, but I did end with 100% health, so that is all good. Or, like it said 100%, even though it's not exactly 100%. Anyway, final fight for me this war is a 6-star Gladiator Hulk on the Recovery Strike Back Mini. And Gladiator Hulk is really all about just watching for that smash, watching for the icon, watching for the text that pops up, whichever you prefer. I go icon, like you guys may have heard me talk about in the past. I try to watch for the icon. I really only watch for the yellow icon. In the playback, I definitely noticed the gray icon as well. That will pop up. That indicates that his next attack, you can see it right now, that gray fist. That indicates that his next regular attack will be a smash, but I was gonna back out either way, so it didn't matter. I wasn't planning on getting punched in the face by him, so yeah, it didn't really matter. I do make one mistake coming up here, where I attack into him when he was had his smash active, and I immediately pop my special 1. You're gonna see it coming up in just a moment, and that was kind of just like a panic move where I fortunately was able to fire the special 1 fast enough. It didn't connect, but it pushed him back so that I didn't take damage. And actually I forgot I got clipped right there as well. But you can see he's got the smash active, and boom, I just immediately throw the special 1, and it pushes him back just enough. He had that smash on his heavy attack. So yeah, a little bit of a mistake there, but still we get out of it just fine. And I end up not, I don't take too much damage this fight. Not that it matters, because this is the last fight of the war for me. And yeah, Gladiator Hulk is down. Alright, so deathless through 10 wars. I only have 2 wars remaining to go deathless for the entire season. We did take the victory here against Spidey, as I like to call him. And that is going to do it for this war video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.